you know how we're in the final saga, right? Everything's coming to a conclusion. Dreams are getting fulfilled one way or another. And it's a beautiful thing in One Piece. One Piece is all about the dreams of man and how those dreams are more than likely fulfilled.
Yeah.
But that being said, though, there is one dream in One Piece that I think is absolutely ludicrous. One dream that just can never come true, no matter how hard this person tries. Do you know who I'm talking about?
Duval?
No. I am talking about Tashigi, Brago.
Ooh.
Tashigi's dream to me is bat crazy.
What is it? Is she the? What was her dream? Was it the world's strongest or collect all the blades?
She wanted to collect all of the named blades out there. The Meito. She wants to collect all of them. Not just every named blade, but like the graded swords, which is more or less all of the named blades.
So basically becoming the strongest swordsman.
Oh, beyond that even. I mean, she has to beat Mihawk.
But she got to beat them without destroying their blade.
Yes.
Whoa. When you think about it, Tashigi's dream is greater than Zoro's.
It might even be greater than finding the One Piece. Because she actually has to go through and fight all of these top tier opponents and win and take their swords. And she has to go grave robbing because we don't know where Roger's sword is. There's a chance that Shanks' sword, Griffin, is also a Meito as well.
Right.
So she has to beat Shanks. She has to go through and, I guess, find Shiki and make him canon and beat him.
Make him canon.
She has to fight the warrior Gandhi guy.
Yeah, she got to go get what is that? What was that blade? Because Zoro has one, the lesser version of it. Kitetsu, right?
Yeah, she has to beat Zoro and take Kitetsu. She has to take Enma and the Wado Ichimonji.
Wado, yeah. Listen, I think at this point with Tashigi, it's kind of a situation where she's kind of been eclipsed. You know?
You think so?
Maybe. I think it's still close between her and Zoro. It's, you know,
it's still really close. It's neck and neck, really.
Neck and neck. But if I did, like, again, I love the dream, right? I love the ambition, but it's not realistic at all. Considering
like
her level of strength, like she lost to Monet.
She couldn't beat Monet. Like, I thought she was going to get a W there. Like, when we saw Tashigi again with Haki, I said, yo, it's done. Like, she's going to win.
Like, okay.
She's going to look great.
And Monet,
didn't happen.
She couldn't be. So, I mean, at the end of the day, though, like, for the dreams and the people in One Piece, are anybody's dreams ever really important other than the Straw Hats? I mean, even some of the Straw Hats is a bigger conversation, side, because now, personally, I think everybody's dream has kind of been tossed to the side for the sake of Luffy's.
You think so?
Because
you think Tashigi's one of those victims?
I think she was tossed aside for the sake of like everybody, like
everybody's dreams. Dude, it's so crazy because in Jaya, people were laughing at Luffy when he told his dream of wanting to become king of the pirates and going to Sky Island. We should be laughing at Tashigi, really. Like, you know, like, have you heard her dream of getting all of the Meito blades? And she says specifically that she only wants to take them from criminals. So if you're a law-abiding citizen or if you're a Marine, you can keep your blade. But guess what? Everybody with the Meito's a freaking criminal.
Yeah, I'm like, who's a good? I mean, would you consider the Gorosei a criminal? You know,
maybe the Gorosei. Yeah, I guess the Gorosei and Fujitora are safe. You know, Tashigi's not going to be fighting Fujitora, thank God.
Do you think he has a Meito?
Fujitora is listed as an unknown grade. Yeah, there's a lot of swords that are unknown grades.
Fuji, Griffin, Rayleigh.
Oh yeah, Rayleigh also has an unnamed, ungraded sword.
It's definitely
so it's
gonna be graded. It's going to be graded because when we think about the supreme grade blades, how many do we know of? We got Yoru, we got Whitebeard's Naginata.
We have Ace, and Shodai Kitetsu, and that's it.
Shodai.
There's 8 more blades on that level. 8 more blades on the level of Pirate King, essentially, right?
Oda's gonna have to...
Like Ace, Whitebeard, and Mihawk. Tashigi has to fight 9 people like that and take their blades. No, dude, it's not possible. It's not possible.
I think maybe you underestimate Tashigi a little bit. You know, she wasn't in the mental space to really do anything to Monet, considering like just she wasn't ready for Punk Hazard. So I'm willing to give her the benefit.
She wasn't ready for the fight. You're talking about her like she's Batman. Like if you give her prep time, she's gonna win. I
love Smoker and Tashigi pre-time skip. Like those two guys, they had a great dynamic.
They were great,
right? Because Smoker, he was so kind of like the outlaw, right? Just trying to do things his way. Had his own sense of justice, even though it was, I think he probably was the best Marine pre-time skip. Then you had Tashigi, who was by the book, you know, trying to do everything, you know, the right way. But then she saw just how Smoker's way works and how it's probably the better way. So she kind of adjusted her way and her view of things. Where post time skip, Oda's made them a joke. Like, let's be honest.
They're such a meme.
Like Smoker's a meme. We don't even know if he's still in the story. Tashigi, I mean, she's back, but she's a meme because she doesn't have the requisite power or strength to complete not even her dream, but her basic duties. Where you're supposed to beat Monet to save these kids, you can beat Monet. You know, you couldn't really stop anyone. And so, like, at this point, you're just a liability, you know? So I liked Tashigi. I know a lot of people who do like Tashigi. What do you think it'd be more interesting if Tashigi was Kuina?
I think it would definitely be more interesting if Tashigi was Kuina. And I don't think she is, because obviously, like, you know, the name's different. We saw Kuina die, more or less. But I would like it more if she was Kuina, because at least Kuina was stronger than Zoro at some point. And then, you know, Kuina, I would expect if Kuina was alive, she would keep on getting stronger at Zoro's level. Yeah, Tashigi would be like a Gary to Ash, essentially. Like, I'd be like, oh, Tashigi's up there because she's Kuina. Whoa, that's crazy. But Tashigi isn't. She's not Kuina, and she's not that powerful. And the reason I'm bringing this up is because I got one guide in the comment section. So, you know, back when we were predicting who's going to show up to Egghead Island, you know, who's off the coast, somebody said it's Smoker. And I said, oh, that's a cool idea. I think Smoker's going to be important.
Yeah, but I said, like, why Smoker? It was like a bunch of like small lines and people thought it was Smoke. Yeah.
I was like, okay, you know, sure. Let's say it's Smoker. I don't know why he's here. I don't know why he's killing his own people, but sure, let's play with that. What can Smoker do here? You know, realistically, how would Smoker change anything on Egghead Island? And then this person had the audacity to say, Sai, did you forget he has Tashigi? And I said, what does that matter? Tashigi, you're hyping up Tashigi.
Sound like a Pokemon.
Yeah. They made Tashigi sound like she's going to be boxing Kizaru or something. Like, oh, Tashigi's going to destroy the Buster Call. Like she's going to beat Saint Pokemon. Saturn.
I mean, what if Smoker has a new ability called Smoky Jail where you can't get out? Right? And he traps the Straw Hats there.
That would be like his Admiral ability, you know? Like his Marine Forward Admiral feat. I could see that, like, you know, time skip Smoker 30 years into the future. I think he'll be crazy, but I don't see him being an Admiral tier opponent right. Even beyond that, I don't see Tashigi even being a Vice Admiral tier opponent right now.
I think Tashigi Vice Admiral was like end of story.
Yeah, that's end of story 2-piece thing, you know? Like,
I think that's end of story.
Tashigi's now a VA.
Like, okay, so with Tashigi, like right now, like let's say Kuina was alive, right?
Yeah.
How strong would Kuina be? Like who could Kuina beat on the Straw Hats if she was alive?
If Kuina was alive, and if she was actively pursuing her world's strongest swordsman dream, I honestly do think she would be like Zoro's level. Like, I would want to believe that. I don't know who the hell she'd be fighting, because obviously Zoro got stronger through battles like King and Pika. Pika's kind of trash. But, you know, like, Zoro's been fighting. He's been running the gauntlet, and he's been getting stronger every single battle. Yeah. I don't know who the hell Kuina would be fighting to get to that level 2. But I would like to imagine Oda would pull something out to say, hey, Kuina was fighting the other Meito bladed swordsman.
Yeah, Kuina and Zoro's thing is one of the flashbacks I hate the most, because in a way
you hate the flashback.
It's so silly. It's so silly. She's a monster. Where Zoro, back then, Zoro was a monster beating big grown men, and Zoro could not do anything to her. I mean, she's still like, yeah, but when I become older and you guys get stronger, then I'll be too weak or whatever. And so I was like, what the hell are you talking about? You can beat me. And then she just offs herself, right? And it's like, wait, what's the lesson here? What's the lesson here?
She couldn't walk down the stairs.
That's my thing. What's the lesson? Because I don't think a man would fall down the stairs and die. Like, so why you let a woman do it?
I don't even think women will fall down the stairs and die. And the thing is, it's a 2-story house. You know, if we're talking about like the Ritz-Carlton, like
right.
a 50-story building,
You know?
I'd be like, yo, Kawina fell from the top of the staircase and, you know, she plummeted to her death. She's tomato paste. But brother, she fell down like 10 steps. There's no way she died.
Imagine this superhuman that could box against Zoro easily, that could take attacks and knock down grown men. She died from falling down the stairs. You know how many times I fell down the stairs?
How many times?
Like, I slipped down the stairs so many times, just like having socks on or whatever. But it's like, it's just normal. I'm like, this is what Kuina,
Yeah.
yo, every time I fall down the stairs, I'm like, this is what Kuina can take? This is what killed her? Come on.
Yeah, I actually tripped up the stairs the other day. It was like
It
concrete
happens,
stairs.
bro.
I was kind of jogging a little bit.
Yeah.
And I fell down like 3 or 4 steps, and I was like, ow, that hurt.
It hurt,
but I'm not dead. You know, like,
You know?
like, I'm alive still.
It's just,
It's so nuts.
It's the silliest thing. It's the silliest thing.
Maybe I need to retract my statement. I don't think Kuina would be that strong anymore, considering she got stared to. Yeah, maybe she is like Tashigi's level.
I think, I don't know what Oda's plan was. Like, I wish he made Tashigi look just like Kuina, where it's like,
and that went nowhere. That went nowhere.
And I think, and people ask him all the time, and he's always like, "Well, no, I can assure you that's not Kuina." It's like, then why make her look just like her? You know, like, what's the point of it then? Where
I think she's a Shimotsuki descendant, because we know that a lot of people left Wano like 50 years ago. So there's a chance she could be related to Kuina, related to Zoro or whatever. But even then, I don't think it matters, because she doesn't have the skill. She doesn't have the bloodline that gives her like these crazy sword skills like Ryuma or anything.
it just felt like a waste of time, because I didn't even Zoro acknowledge it. Like, yo, she looks just like her.
Yeah, he acknowledged that she looked just like her. Like he called her Kuina at first, I think.
Yeah, and it's like, I don't know. It would be more interesting if she was, but at this point, Tashigi, I would say she's one of those characters that you feel more sorry for than anything, because she has nothing going for her. Nothing at all going for her.
She has to beat Vista, bro.
You know, Oda's turned her into like an Easter egg. Like, hey, Tashigi, that's cool.
It's just an Easter egg at this point.
Yeah, that's Tashigi.
Dude, she was I don't know if you remember this, but we actually saw her recently at Hachinosu. Do you remember that? Do you remember her feats?
Talking to Doll, right?
Yeah, that was it. She did nothing.
Yep, just talk to Doll
at Hachinosu.
Yeah.
That loser was just there. I don't even think we saw her kill fodder. I genuinely think we just saw her standing around.
Yeah.
Like, I do not recall a single fodder pirate getting defeated by Tashigi.
Well,
it is that insane.
Maybe they weren't strong enough to get to her, you know? So, hey.
Maybe she didn't have her glasses on, and maybe she doesn't have observation hockey yet. Just throw all those what ifs in there for her.
A lot of what ifs. I mean,
it's crazy.
I don't know. She was cool. But
oh, she has to beat Momonosuke too for his Ame no Habakiri.
Yeah.
It's not happening, dude.
Oh no.
It's not happening.
No. Momo is already stronger than her.
Dude, it's hard. We're almost at Lodestar. We're almost at Laugh Tale, and we only know 4 out of the 12 supreme grade blades officially.
Oh, this is gonna retcon
She has to go out of her way to find all of them. And then there's 50 skillful grades. There's 21 great blades. It's like, brother, she has no chance.
Let me ask you this.
She has no chance.
Who do you think, what's the weakest somebody's gonna be with a special grade blade? Because when they talked about it as well, I think this is kind of the misconception. They should have said special. I don't know if the official says this. It should be special grade weapons, because of course Whitebeard, his Naginata is a blade, but I feel like they had arrows in there too.
So I'm looking at the list right now, and so
like
a lot of swords are classified as unknown.
Okay.
I don't see a crossbow,
I think the
but there
panel,
are some funky swords.
Yeah, you're looking at the panel?
I'm not looking at the panel. I'm looking at the wiki right now, and they're considering Don Krieg's Daisenso as a unknown graded blade. Captain Kuro. We even have Katakuri's Mole or Mogura there as well.
Yeah.
And then we even have the Kanabo up there too. It's like, brother, Tashigi's not winning.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember the chapter where it's mentioned. It's like, yeah, that's a crossbow. So does that mean that one of them is at Amazon Lily, you know?
Could be.
Which would be really cool. What's that? That was chapter 97 where it came out, where they talked about it, where like I was like, okay, that'd be really interesting if it could be different things, because it kind of leaves everything open, you know. But
yeah,
the weakest person that could have a special grade, if there is a crossbow or something like that, and it could be an Amazon Lily, could be one of those. You know,
unless the crossbow is like infused with Ryuo, and then that's game over. I don't think Toshigi would win that fight.
No, she's losing.
Yeah, I mean, so right here we have swords that are confirmed to be Meito, but their names are also unknown. Rayleigh's sword, Vista's sword, Fujitora sword, and Sukiyaki sword. So she's gonna have to go around and kill old man Sukiyaki as well. Like I don't know, man.
She's gonna have to beat a lot of old dudes just to make sure.
I can't see this happening.
I don't think so. I think it's over. But, you know.
Yeah, it's over.
Here's the thing. I think what happens is Oda is like you know, like when you fill your plate with a lot of food, right? When you first put the mac and cheese, like if you go to like a all-you-can-eat buffet, you got the mac and cheese, you got the mashed potatoes, you got the sweet potatoes, you got the chicken, you got the fish, you got the steak. And then it's like, wait, I like the steak more and the chicken and the mashed potatoes and the mac and cheese. Then all of a sudden you're like, all right, I see the sweet potato, but I've got too many other better things, you know? I don't have the time for that anymore. That's what Oda just did with Toshigi, where it's like, I think he just doesn't have the time for someone like that because she matters so little to the plot and to One Piece. It's like, why would I spend a lot of time on someone like that? So she just becomes like one of the
just a side character.
Yeah, one of the side characters. Not saying she's a bad character because I do enjoy the character, but you know, just based off of how uninvolved she is in the main plot, she's become one of those uninteresting characters because nothing is going to go anywhere when it comes to her.
I was like you in the beginning where I really liked Toshigi, but she just has not done anything for us, man. Like Hachinosu, when we had the Avala Pisado hand coming down, I was like, you know what? Like if Toshigi is a true swordsman, if Toshigi is actually like, you know, Zoro's level, whoa, this is what Zoro did in Dressrosa, you know?
In the movie?
Yeah, like I thought she would like cut it down, and I was like, oh, that's crazy.
Nope.
Did not happen. Instead, she just stood there and looked up and was like, oh, we're done for. It's like, oh, God. Oh, God. Why'd you even come, dude?
Yeah, no, facts. What's her, isn't she still a captain? What is her rank?
I think she's a captain right now, yeah? Toshigi. I feel gross just typing in her name on Google.
It's unfortunate.
Yeah, it's so sad, bro. She's a captain.
Yeah.
Currently a captain.
Yeah, it's over, man. It's over. Sorry, Toshigi.
It's over. There's no glow up from here. Like, imagine in the final war, what do you think her role is gonna be? Like, do you think she's gonna fight a God Knight? Do you think she's gonna fight the Straw Hats? Like where do you see Toshigi in the final war? Maybe she'll help Zoro take down the Samurai Gandhi one, the Gorosei member. Like what do you think?
Do you know the people that go around the war and check and make sure people are okay?
Oh, you think that's gonna be her? She's like on Sakura duty.
That's it. That's it.
Yeah.
She wouldn't have any significant fights. It's not gonna be anything else. That's what I see.
I think the final war will introduce high tier fodder characters just for characters like Toshigi to take down. Like, you know, on Dressrosa we had it was like the giant nutcracker dolls that were like stronger than the other toys. I think we're gonna get that in the final war, and Toshigi's gonna take down one or two, and then we're all supposed to like clap and be like, "Woo, Toshigi!"
We're gonna be ecstatic. Like finally, Toshigi's doing something, you know?
Yeah, all the Toshigi fans are gonna like hype that panel up till like the end of days.
Like, yo, but Toshigi
I think that's
did
what
that.
It's gonna be.
Like, yeah, but it didn't do anything. You know?
Yeah, like Toshigi's gonna be there. We're gonna have like Orlumbus from the Grand Fleet up there. Like just all these characters that started off cool but just fell off.
Yeah, I mean, I think she's like the prime example of that, where Oda just got too busy and she just got phased out. It's unfortunate because she was really cool, her and Smoker. But, you know, right now it's kind of is what it is. You can't expect too much from her.
Yeah, we can't expect too much. It's sad.
Yep.
Well, hey, thank you, Braga, for joining us on this Toshigi rant. I'm glad you agree.
Yeah, no problem.
I was a little bit afraid that I would hop in here and you'd be like a Toshigi defender.
No, not anymore.
I'm glad you see reality.
Not anymore. I mean, I only liked her because of her tits anyway. When she was in Smoker was in her body. No, that's not true. I'm joking. But and
then after that, her tits like disappeared.
It's kind
of insane how that happened.
Yeah, like what the hell happened? But I do think
where'd they go?
Maybe I guess Smoker has big tits in his soul. That's why. I don't know.
He has a big-breasted soul. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
Yeah, you know. I was gonna make a Mahito reference, but we'll save that.
We'll save that.
But yeah, I think for Tashigi, there was a lot of hope. It's dead now. She's dead.
Imagine she gets Conqueror's Haki though. Maybe she gaps it. Maybe she's gonna be the first Marine with the black blade. Have you ever thought about that? Maybe that's her role.
I would say the odds are pretty low on Conqueror's Haki and Black Blade. Very low.
Low on both?
Low,
no way.
Very low on both.
What about observation? Would you give her observation Haki?
Yeah.
Or do you think that would negate her glasses though? Because that's like her gag.
You're right. No, I think she can get it, but it's like observation is probably the most inconsistent power in One Piece, so it's fine. It's good wear.
Oh wait, apparently in her Vivre card, she's confirmed to have observation Haki.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even know that. Wow,
Yeah,
it's so like, useless on her. It's so wasted.
It's inconsistent, so it's like observation on anybody for the most part is just gonna be.
You're telling me you gave Tashigi observation Haki and not like Nami or Brook or anybody else? Come on, dude. What? Tashigi?
Hey.
Out of everyone?
Yeah, it's
kind
of like Oda wanted to like limit some of the Straw Hats and like, hey, I don't want to give them Haki, so that it makes it somewhat still difficult when they come across like low gear users or people that they need Haki to beat. So that kind of keeps them on a certain scale. Because imagine Nami and Usopp at Haki, they're gonna go crazy. Yeah.
I can actually, sad to say though, I can see her and Zoro having like a really cool scene by the end of the story. Just like maybe they fight together or something. Or maybe like Tashigi picks Zoro up. I feel like that could happen in a classic shonen. But I just feel like it would make no sense with Tashigi given how weak she is.
Right, would that move you?
It would not move me. I would more so be like, what the hell? Like
why is she here?
If the day Zoro needs help from Tashigi is the day I'd question what the hell's going on with the story. Like, you know, Jinbei going to help like Zoro against Rob Lucci. It's like, okay, sure. Like, you know, Jinbei's strong. You know, we can't deal with Lucci right now. Yeah, we have to leave. So sure, we got to end the battle. That makes a lot of logical sense.
Yeah.
But as far as Tashigi, like replace Jinbei with Tashigi, it wouldn't make any sense anymore. Tashigi's like, well, I'm gonna go stop that fight. You know?
You're like, you're gonna die.
Like, okay,
man.
all right, Tashigi.
You're gonna die. Stop. Go back home.
You're just gonna get in the way of that. You're gonna get Zoro injured because Zoro has to like protect her or something. I don't know. It's bad. And I love strong female characters, but Tashigi is not it.
Who is the weakest, strongest female character?
The weakest, strongest female character?
Yeah, so like who's the first character you say is a strong female character?
Probably Boa Hancock, I would say. Or Big Mom. Yeah, Big Mom.
Big Mom, the strongest? That's the only strong female character?
In One Piece, yeah.
You think Boa's strong?
To think, like, Boa's strong too, but like I think Big Mom is stronger than Boa.
Okay. Who's after
now I gotta
Boa?
like look up One Piece females.
Smoothie? Or Yamato? Or do you count Yamato as a...
I'd count Yamato. Yamato would be after that, yeah.
After Boa?
Yeah, and then probably Black Maria. Oh, no, Robin, then Black Maria. I don't know. There's not a lot of strong,
Smoothie?
like... Yeah, Robin over Smoothie for sure. No question. Smoothie is another waste. That loser just shows up and does nothing. She had... You know, Smoothie has more feats in the anime than the manga, right?
Yeah, the anime she's doing a lot. She like...
Yeah, in the anime, she like actually does a sword swing, which is crazy, right?
Yeah,
she got a sword, she swung it. Oh, wow, crazy.
The anime is actually hilarious too,
nuts.
because her and Big Mom are arguing. Not arguing, Big Mom's like, yo, get out of my way, Smoothie. Like, you're so useless. She's like,
you're so useless, Smoothie. You're not doing
like,
anything.
Mama.
Remember when Smoothie showed up to Wano? I thought she was gonna do something, bro.
I thought they were all gonna do something.
I thought that was it. I was like, yo, Smoothie's gonna be a pain in the ass to deal with. That's like a 2YC, you know?
I thought they all were gonna do something,
like,
and
oh,
nobody did other than Paris Sparrow. Unfortunately.
Yeah, the rest of them just stayed at the bottom of the waterfall the entire day. 24 hours at the bottom of the waterfall.
That's crazy.
Just sad.
Considering your mom and your big brothers up there is like, and there's so many of them that were there too. This is.
And sure, you know, they got kicked off by Marco, they got kicked off by King, but while they were fighting, they could have just gone up a third time. Nobody was stopping him at that point.
This is Oda telling us, hey, here's some hype for the arc, but it doesn't really matter. That's all.
they're kind of like the Blackbeard Pirates of Egghead Island. It's like, I don't know if they're going to show up anymore, dude. Like, you know, I think they're just going to stay off to the side.
I think the Blackbeard Pirates are going to show up as soon as you forget about them.
I think the Blackbeard Pirates, you know, going back to 1106, I think they're going to show up at the end of Egghead. Yeah. Just like after the battle's finished. Yeah, collect the spoils, get people when they're down.
I can see that.
The classic Blackbeard shenanigan, you know?
I can see that. I can see that.
It's his bread and butter, bro.
He's good at it. Why not do it? Nah.
Well, hey, thank you, Brog, for joining us on this Tashigi video.
Absolutely.
I know people were waiting for this one.
Yeah, this was highly anticipated. People voted on this.
People love talking about Tashigi in 2024.
Yeah, she's great.
I can't wait till the next chapter comes out and Tashigi actually does something crazy and we look stupid.
And you gotta eat your words.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I'm gonna say this video was your idea. It was actually Braga who hates Tashigi, man. I was a big supporter, you know.
I'm like, thank you for letting me vent.
Go Kuina.
Thank you for letting me vent. I can do this over there on my channel.
Of course. I'll take the fall. I'll take the fall.
There you go.